Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Brooklyn, New York, are you ready? August 27th, King Simon will be there. Etoy Hairston will be there. Alison Nedra will be there. Lloyd Strayhorn will be there with special guests. Sister Cafunia Ife will be there. All happening at Nicholas Brooklyn Mini Workshop. Text now, call now to be there. Brooklyn, New York, are you ready? August 27th, King Simon will be there. Etoy Hairston will be there. Alison Nedra will be there. Lloyd Strayhorn will be there with special guests. Sister Cafunia Ife will be there. All happening at Nicholas Brooklyn Mini Workshop. Text now, call now to be there. Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numerovator. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now. October night in Stone Mountain Village. Baba Ashra Kwesi and Brother Red Pill will be in the building. Text now. Cosmic Alignment Workshop in Florida. Text now. 347-496-1022 to be with us. Text now. That's right, the Cosmic Alignment Workshop. Billy Carson, Alison Nedra, King Simon, Dina Divine, Joshua Sarah. Text now for information. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning on the East Coast family. How are you on Instagram, on YouTube, broadcasting? It is now 8:08 a.m. And of course, you see the topic for today. See, even the alarm is coming on. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's 8:09 now. All right. So let's get back into it, family. Those that are on the IG, I'm also on YouTube broadcasting on King Simon. Actually, I'm not on King Simon Presents. That is an unlisted broadcast, but I'm also on. I'm on my other channel, Numerology or Numbers Are Simple. Numbers Are Simple. That is where I'm broadcasting also right now. And more than likely, let me see if I can put it on King Simon Presents. Also, it is unlisted on King Simon Presents, but we can make it unprivate, so we can broadcast it there, so much more people can get it. All right, good. So we are broadcasting now, and right now we're just going to continue to move forward. Okay, get it back on that because it can't do that. It's all right. Good. So it's going to be broadcasting only on Numbers Are Simple on Facebook, on King Simon and King Simon Productions, King Simon on Facebook, and also my private page on Facebook called the Ministry of Numerovation. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. And this day, according to the numbers, is a very interesting day, although every day is a very interesting day. I want to make that clear because as long as we are within the cycle of this universal uh, um, existence, every day is a great and high frequency day. But this day in particular is very important to use its mathematical perspective. And remember, as there was an old book written by, I think the last name of the person is Stevens, or the first name is Stevens, but it was a book called Thoughts Are Things. And once you understand that thoughts are things, a lot of people read the Bible and it says, in the beginning was the Word. Actually, if you really look at it, in order for you to manifest a word, it had to be a thought. So in the beginning was the thought, and then that thought came out to become words, because that thought is where the deeper internal actions are formed before you utter anything. So a lot of us are just downloading information. And as much as people would say that there's nothing new under the sun, no, that is not actually true in a certain aspect, because there's things that comes into our universe which consist of the sun and their major planets. So, and things that have actually hit the earth that came in from other universes. So, there are some things that are new under the sun, but as far as us living here in this particular realm, we've seemed to coin and run with that information that there's nothing new under the sun. And that is not exactly the truth per se. It's not let's say it's not an absolute fact. It's a truth in a certain sense, but it's not the absolute fact. Okay? So, and that's a whole nother download, which I'm not going to go and unpack. I'm going to keep it simple because I like to keep things simple. So as you see on the fly, it says numerovational meaning of the Lion's Gate portal. And as we look at the numbers and what I put on there, I said, what is seen from my perspective? Because everybody has a perspective and I have to respect the perspective. And this is more for the astrologists. They have their perspective on this also. But like I said, I'm going to stay on a mathematical application of this perspective. And I'm trying to find something here before we go. There's some links that I found to be very good. So be patient. and we're going to run the truck. um, and I want to share screen real quick, and I want to just talk to you from what the astrologers are saying about this particular day and frequency right now. And let me share that. Boom. And I didn't go to too many. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so when you go to this particular website, Axe Angels by Melanie Beckler, I'm going to show her respect. She says the 8-8 Lionsgate Portal Activation 2022, integrating the cosmic light codes of the awakening with the 8-8 Gateway. Welcome to the 88-8-22 Lionsgate activation. Every year, on and around the 8th day of the 8th month of the year, August 8th, there is a cosmic alignment called the Lion's Gateway. The Lion's Gate is a time of increased cosmic energy flowing between the physical realm, the physical realm and the spiritual realms. This astrological and spiritual gateway has roots that go back to ancient Kemet, or they say Egypt on this. Of course, we like to say Kemet, the original letters, but you got to remember also that they had various names in different time periods because of certain invasions. They've changed things, So, and for thousands of years has been observed and honored as a time of great energetic influx and activity. The 8-8 Lions Gate portal is marked by the numerology of 8-8 and the sun's presence in the astrological sign of Leo, the lion, and the rising of the star Sirius on the horizon. As the star Sirius rises in the sky, Orion's belt directly aligns with the pyramids of Giza. And from our perspective on Earth, it appears that Sirius, the brightest star we can see, comes closer to the Earth. For a little cosmic perspective, the star Sirius is twice the size of our sun and 26 times brighter. This is why the Lion's Gate is such a profound and powerful source of spiritual light available to you during this time. And I'm not just saying melanated people, it's all people, since all people come from the melanated energy, the mitochondria of the Black woman or the melanated woman before the word Black even existed. So she goes on to say specifically the energy of Sirius and this gateway are focused on soul embodiment, abundance, harvest, and fertility, which means that the time around 8-8 Lionsgate is powerful for manifestation and love and prosperity. And I'm going to stop there because she goes on, but you can go to her website. I always encourage people to study, and I don't hold nothing in a bushel basket. You must study, study, study. And after that, study yourself and apply it. If it works for you, use it. I don't care if you are atheist. I don't care if you're agnostic. I don't care what religion you're under. If it helps you to be a better person, using this 8-8 Lionsgate, which will last for a certain amount of time, but because we're in the resonant energy of miracles, to tell you the truth, because we have a misconception of miracles. I mean, just the conception of a child is truly a miracle, because we're not really doing it per se, but when the man and the woman, or the masculine and feminine creative energy, come together, that is a miracle of not just physical childlike or child manifestation, but it is also the manifestation of a of different things that you can manifest throughout life using the appropriate masculine and feminine energy in this realm. So let me just put that, what I was sharing, remove that real quick. And let me go and let me just look at some of the stuff that was online. If you don't mind, you'll be able to see it on IG. So big up to all those on IG and Facebook. Thank y'all very much for coming through. Again, that website that I just have was put up there was called Ask Angels. All right, axangels.com, I believe. Okay, so I'm not focused on so much of the astrological breakdown because my strength is not in astrology and I stay in my lane, but I want to get with the numerovational breakdown, which is numerovation comes from numerology and motivation because I want people to use and activate this vibration that we have today and every day. As people know that I usually come up with a numerovational flyby. So it's important. So people on Facebook, people on Instagram, people on YouTube, thank you very much for joining your brother King Simon. I humbly am a student master, and I'm a student that's continually to strive to be my masterful self in this realm. So these are two of the things that I found on YouTube that, of course, online, and I want to share that. Lionsgate Infinity Portal, 8/8/2022. Very significant of that day. Very significant. That's a day that number right there to me and to you should be very significant because it's not just paying attention to the eight. Like my dear late great Baba Dr. Africa used to say, look at all things from a holistic perspective and bring out the positive as well as the negative, or the high vibration as well as the low vibration. And that's going to be very important in what we're doing today. Very important because a lot of people are going to get the highs and everybody's feeling high and everybody's looking high. And number 8 is one of the symbols, if it's turned to the side, is the infinity number. That's why they call it Lionsgate Infinity Portal, because the 8 in certain symbols and certain systems of mathematics is a infinity symbol of 2 zeros coming together. That's let me say that again. That's 2 zeros coming together. And I want to read something from a book that about the zero first, because 8 is actually 2 zeros on top of each other. That's 2 infinite powerful symbols placed on top of each other in certain systems of mathematics. And then along the way, they made it into the infinity symbol, which we know all things come out of the feminine energy of the zero. All numbers come out of it. So this is a very important. And there's a book that I do suggest people to get because it's called The Synchronicity of Numbers. And I'm going to shout out some books in between this because it's all about sharing, and sharing is caring if you're willing to share. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I got all this information from me and I just downloaded out of nowhere. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not one of those people. I have a little more integrity. But there are those that still tap into their DNA strand of those ancient ancestors that more than likely they can download it, but yet they can still cross-reference it and bring it to light by doing the deeper research. Because once you start buying books that goes back beyond that, or doing the necessary practical modality meditations that can bring you back to that way of enlightening that a lot of us had in our bloodline, in the peace of our minds, this can be very helpful. But let me break down from the book called Synchronicity Numbers by Anne-Marie Uber. And she says about the number 0. She says, number 0 is called the source, the beginning and the ending of all things, or all time. I'm sorry. There is no reality to this number because it is outside of time and space. It is outside the bounds of the artificial world. Therefore, it encompasses all in truth because it brings all back to source. There is nothing outside of source. And this number means it is time for you to meditate, commune with your angels or ancestors, or your energetic angels and ancestors. And I say energetic angels and ancestors purposely. She didn't add that on, but I say energetic because everything is energy. and ask for source and divine love to fill you at this time. You are needing to be centered and grounded. You are too caught up in the world and need to get in touch with your inner self. So I'm saying this because 8 in certain systems is double zero on top of each other. And this just enhances the double zero, just enhances what she is saying because it anything that doubles add more potential to this number. If it's 1 8, but there's another 8 and there's another 8, it adds more potential, just like zero adds much more potential to your bank account. When you have $20 in your account this week and then find another set of zeros behind that number two this week, the next week, that not only makes you feel happy that you made that little money, but it adds anything that zero comes behind that follows numbers add a depth of more potential and higher potential to it. That's why I always say that the master number potentials are the number 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s going on. So pay attention to those 88s, which are double zeros that are considered infinity symbols. So she goes on to say in the book, you are needing to be centered and grounded. You are too caught up in the world, and need to get in touch with your inner self. Because the zero is an inner energy and the number 8 is a feminine number in numerology, you have to go within in order for you to maximize the external powers. Let me say that again for the people in the back. And I don't care if you don't know if it works for you or not. If you apply the mathematics, like I usually say, if you read the bottom of this, I always say on the bottom of this, it said the study of numbers or numerology is applied mathematics. Learn how to apply your numbers and they will guide you. All right. So I want to make sure I am clear in what I'm doing and what I'm saying, because this is for the inner energetic soul of who you are, the inner energetic spirit of who you are that cannot be tampered with in its originality. So that's why in the Holy Quran it says we are perfect but yet imperfect. Our perfected energetic energy is perfect because energy can't be created or destroyed. We are eternal in the energetic sphere of life. But the physical body came here for the experience and eventually transformed into, and because nothing never dies, it only transformed, like it was said in that book called, in that movie called with Keanu Reeves, The Day That the Earth Stood Still. They put in some of these very metaphysic principles that I watch and I study movies. So she goes on to say, the holy hosts are with you. The holy hosts from your ancestry, from your energetic ancestry, your energetic spirit guides are all with you. I don't care whether you evil or good. It's your choice when you decide in this realm to take the evil route or the good route, because positive and negative is just the same energy, just different ends of the spectrum. But then positive energy is not bad or good. It's become bad or good in this realm because of the human use of it. Please be clear on this. So she goes on to say, the holy hosts are with you. Guidance is sure and much needed. You are on track if you make your spiritual life your focus. Make your spiritual, and I'm still dealing with the zero because 88 are 2 zeros on top. And if you count the zeros with the 8, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that means 88. This Lionsgate also represents the infinity portal of the zero. And zero is a powerful number. Don't let no one tell you that zero don't exist. That's like saying there's nothing in something, or there's something in nothing. There is something in nothing. Because even in nothing, there's still the elements of matter, or the elements of the hydrogen, or the cells, or the atoms. There's still something in that void. Don't let people tell you that it's not, But she goes on to say, the holy hosts are with you. Guidance is sure and much needed. You are on track if you make your spiritual life your focus. and say yes to any offers you receive. As is the beginning, so is the end. I am all, and all is one. I am complete. That's one of the mantras she put in there. She said, as is the beginning, so is the end. I am all, and all is one. I am complete. So, family, strive to use this portal on a very powerful, holistic manner, because this portal not only deals with the 8-8, but before we go there, there's some online things that I want to share. Now, this is what they said. I'm going to read this. Lionsgate portal now open from July 26th to until August the 12th. This is from this person, Alex Miles' perspective. And like I said, it's a perspective. If you read what I said, what is seen from my perspective. So I'm going to add different people, different energy to show you the different perspective, just so you know that all the perspective that's going to be presented is all good. It's just how you use it and which one you resonate with. Okay, which one you resonate with. Now, Alex Miles says the sun and Sirius synchronized rising is now clearly visible, appearing as two suns in the sky. This activates a gateway between the physical and spiritual realm on August the 8th. This powerful stargate reaches its peak position, and Orion's belt moves into direct alignment with the pyramid of Giza, opening the cosmic 88 or 88 Lions Gate portal. Now, it goes on to say, the vortex allows supercharged light codes to flood our planet. So expect the following: higher conscious awareness, enhanced intuition and psychic abilities, unexpected endings and new beginnings, feeling awakening, energized, and enlightenment, seeing number sequences like 1111, 333, 444, 888. Many of y'all have done that already, and many of us are seeing that on a continual basis, myself included. Receiving prophetic messages through dreams. Oh man, I've been experiencing that, but I've been experiencing this for years. The ability to instantly manifest and alter your reality. I've been doing that also. Frequent deja vu, synchronicities, and spiritual downloads, unexpected transition, and extremely powerful, positive transformation. Now, remember, where there is anything being mentioned, there's always a duality. There's always a duality in everything. So there's a higher and a lower if you don't use this energy appropriately. Because remember, going back to that 8-8, and he says it's now open from July 26th to the 12th. Because remember, just like in astrology, there is those shadow days or shadow months before the actual energy is strongest. And then after that, there's shadows after that. So there's also a resonance. So if it's August 8th, but you have from July 26th to August the 12th, you got to look at those shadows from before we fall on August 8th to now, where we're on August 8th, to the next few days after the portal, according to him, from his perspective, is open. And I got to preference that and say from his perspective is open. Okay. And then we have another one here by Alex Miles again. Be ready for major energy shift over the next 48 hours. Set intentions for the future. Listen to your intuition. Trust. Pay attention to your dreams. Stay hydrated. Meditate. Rest. Declutter. Detox. Clear the past. Light candles, burn incense, sage, release tension, and let go of attachment. Follow signs of synchronicities like the 1111, 222, 888, whatever you're seeing. But this is what he is also saying. Now, let's go to what it says also on an online study. It says the name, the Lionsgate portal comes from the ideal that the alignment creates a portal for manifestation to take place with lion coming from the sun in Leo. As astrologer and holistic psychiatrist Casey Buds, MD, notes, during the Lionsgate portal, Sirius separates significantly from the sun to come into view. Everything is basic. What's up, brother Lloyd Strayhorn? I see him on IG. Love you, sir, all the time. So we want to go into the mathematics of it personally. I want to go into the mathematics of it because this is a very important factor, because remember what I said, there was a book called Thoughts Are Things. And if you do not learn to use these positive thoughts and turn them into positive things, they can be very obstructive to you in your reality. Remember, the 8 is connected to Saturn in numerology and connected to Saturn, of course, of Capricorn and Aquarius on a minor level, because since the finding of Uranus, they added Uranus to Aquarius, but Capricorn and Aquarius shared that Saturn energy, and 8 is that Saturnian energy. And remember, 8 is a karmic number, but don't get nervous about the karma, because karma only means cause and effect. Remember that. Karma only means cause and effect. That means you could attract positive karma, you could throw out good cause and get the effects of the good cause, or you could throw out that bad cause or that lower cause and get the effects of that lower cause. That's why you got to be very careful how you thinking in this day and time, family. You got to be very careful of how you are thinking in this day and time. So as you can see, the mathematics, family, not only on YouTube, Facebook, also on IG, 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 equals 22. So the universal day itself is a master number 22. This is even much more significant because there is a total vibration here. Because not only do we have the 8-8, and let me put this up there. This is what I see when I see what we're seeing today, or what we're seeing in the calendar today, because even on the posts in the news, they probably gonna call Lloyd Strayhorn and other people. They be calling Lloyd just to do comment on these things and do a commentary on this. But if you Google up this Lionsgate portal, you see the Times talking about, you see different news outlets talking about this 888, and because it's a resonant energy that's now being poured out into this 8 Lions portal. This is a very, very important how you use your thoughts, because thoughts are things. Thoughts are things. Let me say it again. Thoughts are things. So when I look at the 88, 8-day, 8-month, 2022, this is what I see from my perspective. Now, when you add it from another perspective, which when you add it from another perspective, the old school way of adding is month on top of day on top of year adds up to 2038. Again, I see it differently when you add it. Now, when you add it across, like most people like to do in the new form of numerology, or the newest way of adding from that point, from those that way, you add it across, you get 22, which is the most higher frequency of when you do that addition. But when you add it down, the old school way of numerologists like the Kiro and all the rest of them that used to add month on top of day on top of year, that equals 2038. And that equals 13, which is a number 4. And 13 is a powerful vortex number for people to study, just like the number 22 is a powerful vortex. So this day not only represents the 22nd universal vibratory day, which equates to the lower frequency of the 4, but it also connects to the 13, power 13. That's why the number 13 is also the number of power and dominance. It's a vortex of the 12 disciples and the 13th being the Christ energy. So this is a powerful time to pay attention. And like I said, when I look at the 88, I see something totally, because Dr. Africa told us back in the day to look at things from an African holistic perspective, and Europeans can look at it from their European holistic perspective. Asians, Chinese can look at it from the Chinese holistic perspective. Everyone has a number system going on. That's why I always tell people numbers don't lie. I don't care where you put me on earth. As long as you understand patterns, cycles, sequences, and being willing to use those patterns, cycles, and sequences. This is not psychic. This is an ability to help tap into your intuitive faculty by paying attention to the cycles of life through the mathematics, and then it will help you to be guided in the appropriate way. And you don't have to think negative. Look, family, Les Brown used to say, who is also a number 8, Les Brown used to say, the two most important days in your life is the day you were born and the day you find out why you were born. The day you were born and the day you find out why you were born. Why were you born? And in this cycle right now, in this lion's portal, because it's opening up a gate of the master number 22 and the power and dominant number of the 13. Both of them add up to the number 4, which is a mental number. So this particular day is even more significant because this universally adds up to the lower octave, the 4, which is a mental number. So in this particular universal day, you have to pay attention to your mind. And remember, 8 plus 8 equals 16, which is a 7. 16 is one of those numbers, if that you don't plan, it can cause some fatal reaction if you don't learn to plan and initiate your plan and apply your plan. Because let me read something about the number 16, shall I? From another old numerologist. I want to share that because Lloyd Strayhorn is the one that introduced me to this numerologist, which was one of his teachers through books. I know he never met him, but he says at 16, like I'm dealing with 8 plus 8 now, which equals 16. I want people to get this. 16, he says in this book, Kiro, he says, the number 16 has a most peculiar occult symbol. It is pictured by a tower struck by lightning from which a man is falling with the crown on his head. It is also called the Shattered Citadel. It gives warning. There's always another side to all this positive that they go put out about the portal and all that kind of stuff. It's cute. It's cute, but you got to see both sides so you can navigate better, so you don't get caught up in the lower side, and strive to be on the high, thrive to be on the higher side, not just strive, thrive. So he goes on to say, 16 gives warning of some strange fatality awaiting one, also danger of accidents and defeats of one's plans. So look out for that in the news. You're going to see a lot of that happening. A lot of that happening as this portal is open, because we're still in the Jason months. We're still in the months of sacrifice, but it's not always about the negativity of people being sacrificed and children being snatched and women and men being snatched. But it's also, what are you willing to sacrifice and give up to be your highest and wisest self in this day and time? Because the portals are open. The portal is open, but it's been open for a long time. It's just some of us are now tapping in. We are in the age of Aquarius, which, although it's a male energetic sign, energetically, it's a masculine sign, just like fire sign. All fire signs are masculine according to astrology, and all air signs are masculine, and all earth and water signs are feminine. But it's a masculine sign, but yet it's connected to a number that's considered feminine, the number 4, the foundation number in certain system of numerology. So the balance just have to be still here. And although we're in the years of the 2000, which represents the circular parts of the number 2 represents the female, and the linear part on the bottom represent the male. That means the women are on top in this time, but the men must support that in order for them to be hooked in to this divine energy that's connected to us since we were born. So it's a balance that we have to have in this day and time, and using this balance appropriately so we can move forward and do what we have to do. So he goes on to say, it gives warning for strange fatalities about the number 16, because 8 plus 8 is 16. And you got to remember that is that's a resonant energy once you start adding things up. 8 plus 8 is 16, and 16 is a number that gives warning to strange fatality awaiting one, at also danger of accidents and defeats in one plan. It appears as a compound number relating to the future. It is a warning sign that should be carefully noted. So y'all keep on seeing 888 and 8 this and 8 that. I see in that beginning when you still add up that 8. Although a lot of numerologists say stay with the master numbers. No, because some people got to recognize the holistic fashion of the 8 that adds up to 16, which he goes on to say it is a warning sign that should be carefully noted and plans made in advance in the endeavor to avert its fatalistic tendency. In order for you to avert that fatalistic tendency of the 16 from the 8, you got to plan in advance. Don't play with this energy. Use it appropriately because, like I said on Natasha and JP's IG last night around 1 o'clock, I said, numbers don't lie. People lie to themselves. 1 plus 1 is always going to equal 2. 2 plus 2 is always going to equal 4. In any society. Okay, so please pay close attention. I'm about the healing and the revealing. And if you understand, because numerology is not subjective, it's objective, we give you the powers of it and the lesser power of it, but it's up to you to take the power choice. We give you the upper power and the lower power. That means the positive and negative of the numbers, but it's up to you to make that choice and manage your weaknesses and strengthen your strength to be your highest and wisest self in this realm, because the realm that we're in is the learning center that we can appropriately use these numbers, use the astrological guidance. So study the astrology, study the numerology. Don't be afraid of it. Like I tell most Christians and Muslims, I said, look, I don't come to take you away from your religion, whatever makes you better, because religion only means to bring back or realign you back to the universal order of things. I'm here to help use the numbers to numerovate you to be your best self. So you could be good in your religion, be the best you can in your mathematics of your religion or who you are. That's why thus we do sessions. That's why we do sessions. That's why I do numerovational sessions to guide you with your numbers. But getting back to the point. And I hope everybody's enjoying this. If you're enjoying it so far, put 1 in the chat. Put 1 in the chat. If you are enjoying this so far, put 1 in the chat. Whatever chat you're in, put 1 in the chat. Put 1 in the chat right now. Right now. All right. We already in 44 minutes. I'm going to end this in an hour. I didn't want to, like I said, I'm just one of those people that want to keep it simple, keep it moving, but let sure you have a clear mindset, because in numerology, the number 8 in my book, Numerovation, I've seen or recognized the patterns and observed the patterns and seen the measuring of times of these patterns, that 8 can be a mental number, because sometimes people connected to this number 8, and 8 can bring that lonely vibration, because you might not feel that no one understands you at this time, because you're ascending. We are ascending. Those that are of like minds are ascending. And this 8 portal is very much of that ascension, because again, that 8 alignment of this day is 16. And 16, if you deal with the alignment or the achievement numbers, or deal with what is said in cosmic numerology, this is the time when you need to trust in your intuition. Let me read that from Michael Brill's book called Numerology for Decoding Behavior. And he says the alignment or the achievement number 16 is one of the karmic numbers. And the karmic challenge number indicates the possibility of catastrophe or loss if person goes against their intuition, prompting or tries to maintain control. Got to go with the flow. Like Bruce Lee used to say, be water, my friend. The number 16, which adds up to a 7. And I'm dwelling on the 16 because the alignment or the achievement or the pinnacle of this day, 8 plus 8 equals 16. And according to the book called Numerology for Decoding Behavior by Michael Brill. So all these books I've been saying, I said Kiro's book, The Book of Numbers. Before that, we started with Synchronicity Numbers by Anne-Marie Uber. Now I'm quoting from Michael Brill, just bringing it all together from my perspective, like I said, how it all ties in. So he goes in to say 16 is a karmic number. He says the karmic challenge number indicates the possibility of catastrophe or loss if the person goes against an intuitive prompting or tries to maintain control. This number also carries the characteristics of the negative 1 and 6 and 7 achievement numbers. With this number, a person or persons will have a tendency to follow his head and not his heart, to rationalize and intellectualize and justify. And like the dear mother, Mother Myra, Queen Mother Myra said, she's born January 8th, go figure. January 8th, she says, where logic ends, the spiritual intuitive faculties take over. Where logic ends, although they support each other, but remember, when your logical mind cease to understand, because you're trying to understand it with intelligence and you're trying to understand it to justify it and rationalize it, that's where you got to go to the spirit realm, the feminine energy. So when the masculine, intelligent, logical mind stops, the feminine, intuitive energy takes in. And the positive of that number 16-7, again, those that are just tuning in, I'm using the 8-8 and 8 plus 8 equals 16 in the cosmic alignment of the number 16 as far as cosmic numerology. He says the number 16 is also the number that provides unique service to humanity, creating new paradigms with the information he or she received. But if you go to add it all the way up to the number 7, 1 plus 6 equals 7, the positive of the number 7 is trusting, spiritual, analytical, psychic, introspective, empathetic, objective, open, vulnerable, a seeker of knowledge, patient, insightful, intuitive, can see all sides of an issue. The positive 7 has learned, I have not been abandoned. Control is an issue. Control is an illusion. All things come to those with patience. I am not the Messiah, and it is not my job to save everyone. Most importantly, the positive of the number 7 has to learn to strengthen his or her relationship with the divine energy, with the God energy. Know how to use this. And I'm talking about the 8-8 first, because at the end of the day, the 8 represents a powerful walking. You got to walk your talk. You can't just talk it in this day and time. This is the times of manifestation and miracles. If you pay attention and don't be convoluted about what they taught us about miracles. Damn it, all of you on this live are miracles. Just by the union of man and woman, your mother and father, and some of y'all are test tube, that's a miracle because it wasn't being done 100 years ago. And sometimes, and like in the Avengers movie, this is the time of miracles, not just superheroes, miracles. We are all superheroes. And we got to understand how to use the miraculous powers that we have that they're trying to keep on a download spiritually, because they know they can't control your soul or your spirit unless you allow them. Like Satan used to say in the Bible, or Iblis used to say in the Quran, yo, I only called and you came. He didn't control you. It didn't control you. He called and you came to him or her or whoever's playing or portraying Iblis in this day and time. Hello. So, family, because this day adds up to the master number 22, let's delve into that a little too, and then I'm gonna touch on 8-8, and then I'm going to relinquish the mic because I got sessions I gotta do. Remember, if you do want to book a session with me, please text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. And remember, I do have a waiting list going into late August into September. So if you book now, you definitely will be in September. Just letting y'all know that. Oh, that's letting me know I need to stop. But I'm gonna go on and just finish what I have to finish. But this is my number. Text me your full name and date of birth. Don't call me. Text me at 347-496-1022. And ladies, for this month, next month is gonna be for the brothers. But for ladies, I have a special for you, beautiful ladies. This is a pre-recorded session for guidance for the Empress and Goddess energy in you. All recording sessions will be emailed 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Note, you may text 3 basic questions that you want guidance with, but you must cash app at King Simon 3158 or paypal.me/King Simon and text your first name only. All I need is your first name and your birthday. After you send a payment of $77, you can do a session, a guidance session. And like I said, you're allowed 3 questions. Book now because this is only for the month of August, and I do all my recordings on Sundays and Wednesdays in this month for these things, and then I send them out to you so you can get whatever guidance you want to help you. And remember, this is not psychic, but I use the patterns, cycles, and sequences that can appear like it's psychic, but it's really giving you guidance on how to navigate better. All right, so let's get back to that commercial break. That was just a commercial break. So because this is the 22nd of the month, I mean, not the 22nd, because this universal day adds up to 22, I want people to pay attention to the 22 because the 22 is a powerful number that says when the master 22 comes into play, now you're dealing with logics and spirituality because the 22 adds up to a 4, which deals with the mental energy, the mental number, which deals with a logical application. But it tells you to pay attention to details, not just physically, but spiritually, not just in your walking realm, but in your dream realm. Such a person can be an organizer with this number 22, builder, architect. It's a master builder with the potential to make a difference on a global level. This particular universal day, each one of us, if we tap in, like right now, I'm making a difference on not only a local level, but this is going to transcend and go in, go in on these things. And somebody put up about the Gregorian calendar. As far as numbers are concerned, I don't care about the Gregorian calendar. I don't care about the Justine calendar. I don't care about any other calendar. Wherever numbers appear, you can use the vibration of that day. Now, when you're dealing with Gregorian calendar, now you can just go to astrology and all that kind of stuff. You can deal with that. But I'm dealing with the numbers. I'm keeping it simple because I don't care if you're using the Justine or the Ethiopian calendar or using the Jewish calendar. When the Jewish people come out of their house, after they use their calendar in their community, they still have to abide by what Caesar is doing. That's why thus the scripture says, give unto the Lord what is the Lord, which could be universal time. We know that spring starts, or the new year really starts around springtime, around that spring equinox. But you got to give unto Caesar what is Caesar when you come out in this place. And most of us are not even doing that. We're not paying attention to the original calendar. We still believe January 1st is the original calendar. So stay focused. I'm dealing with numbers, and wherever numbers appear, I don't care if you have a 4,000 year history like China. I don't care if you have this amount of year. I don't care if Ethiopia is 2012 or 2013 now. Wherever the numbers appear, you can use it in that cultural dynamics. Wherever, suppose you lived in Ethiopia, then you'll have to use that calendar, and then you will start resonating with that calendar within the next 10 days, maybe the next 8 days. You start resonating because you have just synchronized yourself with that calendar. So it's a cultural thing also, but we're not dealing with that. So 22 is also that number that can make a global difference around the world, can put tunnels through mountains. This can also affect multinational corporations positively and negatively. Also, this is the year, this is the cycle of even new beginnings of new religions and new ways of lives being manifest in this time, because 8 is still a manifestation number that deals with money and power. But also remember, coming from out of Tanya Gabriel's book, the Numerology Handbook, Tanya Gabriel's book, Numerology Handbook. Let me share, because I like to share now. I'm sharing books with y'all. Tanya Gabriel, the Numerology Handbook. another numerologist, that number 88 is very important. Very important again. And she says in this book about the number 8, when the destiny number resonates to 88, your life is one of incredible leadership and the ability to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles and gain strength as a result. This is the master executive who leads with a profound vision. You embodied dignity and excellence to the nines, and love going beyond perceived limits, and thus symbolize the human version of infinite possibilities and limitless. As a 88, this is the number that 88 represents in this portal. Able to manifest anything. I didn't stutter. Able to manifest anything, especially within your own thought patterns. The next thing from her book, she says, designed to determine the outcome of your future by using the intense force of your creative imagination. Family, let me say something that Les Brown said years ago. Never let the childlike imagination die from you. Go back into your childlike imagination. Think like a child, work like an adult. Think like a child, work like an adult. Because when we in our childlike imagination, immaculate things can come. Remember when y'all used to be in your rooms with your dolls or your little army men and creating a whole scenario of things in your own little room, in your own little private space? Never let your child die in you. Some of us as boys and girls have to go back to that little baby boy and that little baby girl and say, come with us, come with me and take me back to that time when I was free in my imagination. Each one of us need to do this. That's why I'll do my friends' children here, Cameron and Chloe are here, and I'm doing headstands with him sometime, and we'll take and go into and burn fire with, because their imagination, they're not paying attention to all the bull crap going in the universe. And I'm not saying not to, because 8 is one of those numbers. 8 represents 16, that you do have to prepare and be very, be prepared for whatever happens, but be jovial in your preparation. Because 8 plus 8 equals 16, and that's a number of fatality if you don't plan and prepare. And some people say, man plans and God laughs. But if God is within you, don't worry. God won't laugh. God would guide. So when man plans in the purity of his intuition and his imagination, the God within you will guide you. Take one step towards your creative force within you, and the creative force will take 10 steps towards you. Stop playing. Stop playing with this energy. Lot of mercy. Don't play with this energy. And she goes on to say with this book, it says, designed to determine the outcome of your future by using the intense force of your creative imagination, able to successfully own every facet of your life to the 88th degree by directing natural spiritual laws. This is the 88. You are the abundant one and feel like God's gift. This 88 master number also signifies taking on major responsibility as a trailblazer. Not a mercy. Big up the Bounty Killer. Not a mercy. Family. In closing, I also see the 222. I see 20 and 22 in this. 20 is the number of the awakening, enlightenment, discernment, judgment, but it's also the number, according to compound numerology, it's the number of some great purpose that's supposed to take place in this time of the 2000s. This time, it's a number of new purpose, new plans, new ambitions, some call to action that every one of us have, whether it's on a small level or a large level. Every one of us have this call to purpose according to the 20 that we're in, 2022. But since we've been in the 2000s, which is a feminine and masculine energy, not just the feminine energy. Although many numerologists say numerology 20 is a feminine, yes, undoubtedly is a 20. But in the flow lines of that numerology, looking at that number 20, look how what I put. See on top there, on top where you see me scrolling on top there with the arrow, that represents in the flow line numerology system, that represents the feminine aspect. So this in this day and time for the 2,000 years that we're going to be for until we get into 3,000, it represents the feminine aspect of woman being on top of the linear bottom, which is the male. But it's not perverted. It's not disrespectful. It's not toxic masculinity and toxic femininity. Y'all are supposed to work together. Y'all are supposed to work together. The man is the foundation to help uphold. Uphold. Look at that number 2. In the 2000s, since we got in here, since we got in the 2000s, it represents the feminine energy on top with the curve on top, and then the linear bottom as the foundation, and it looks like a hook. So both of us will come up together if we work holistically together. Ma'at. Truth, justice, reciprocity, healing, forgiveness. Ma'at. 22 is in here, and 22 in the 2022 represents not only a master number, but being very careful of the delusions and the illusions that they're going to cast out there, because 22, which equals the 4, also deals with the media world. So you think you're the only one using this scientific technology, which all of us like to call magique, or the magi energy, but they're using it too. They studied it because they knew you had the power to use it, and they're going to try to lock us in through the negative mental stuff. That's why if they get your mind through media and they start to destroy your mind through media, through fear of this thing and that thing and this thing, that's why all of us have to stay on a mental level in the 2s. We got to stay on a highly mental level, because 2 is an emotional number. That's why most people born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th of the month can be very overly emotional or really passionate with their emotion, make good partnerships. So all these 2s that's here now in this particular year they're going to feed on your emotional and try to lower your immune system through your mind, through your emotion, and try to bring you down. And that's how you're going to attract certain diseases, because they lowered your immune system through what they're putting in, the low frequency they're putting in the media, the mass media. Because you got to remember, oh man, the video ended. I'm going to have to download that on IG and save that. I'm going to save that on IG and start another one. But I'm just waiting to start this on. So I want to finish it off on IG also, because I forgot we have a time limit on IG. They have a time limit on IG. Boom. Come on now, let's get this popping. It's on and popping. Come on, IG. I'm trying to get you back in. Trying to get IG back in. But again, 2022, which I see also 222. You know, I want to be clear. I see 222 also, and I'm gonna start another live on IG. This is gonna be part 2. Family on IG, thank you very much for being patient. Family on IG, thank you very much for being patient. I had to start another live for y'all on IG because the first one, but I saved the first one. Make sure I saved the first one. So so understand, when 22, the master number, master builder, also deals with the mind, because it equates to the emotional mind, the internal mind, the intuitive mind, the intuitive consciousness. That's why a good book to get right now. Brother Rich talked about it. I speak about it. It's called The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Let me say it again for the people in the back. The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And another book I would suggest that Reverend Ike told us to get years ago, The Power of Decision. The Power of Decision by Raymond Charles Barker, a step-by-step program to overcome indecisiveness, indecision, and live without failure forever, he says in this book, according to his perspective. So that's The Power of Decision by Raymond Charles Barker. and The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Those are two books I do recommend you at least read some or skim through it and get what you need from it. I don't even read up all these books. Sometimes I just needed to read a chapter, and most of us are right there. Bobby Hemmett used to say that. Sometimes he'd buy books and that chapter took me to where I had to go. Just that one chapter, that one sentence, that one paragraph took me to where I had to go. Many of us are like that. Many of us are like that. So now let's get into 222 and the significance of 222 from an angel number, but let's go to what Anne-Marie Uber says because in this sequence, I see 222 as well as that number 22 in that sequence. And what she says in her book, Anne-Marie Uber says Synchronicity of Numbers. Make sure you get that book, Synchronicity of Number by Anne-Marie Uber. It's like an angel numbers book. And what she says about the 222 is very significant also. Boom. Moon magic. Woo! She calls it the moon magic. Anne-Marie Uber. These are, remember, the books that I recommend to you are just part of your arsenal. It's just a part of your armor to re-tighten your armor, re-fortify your armor, because we need to put on the spiritual armors of the creative force that lies within us. And we need to command and demand. My prayers now is I am. I put the I am because anything that follow I am is God, is you, like Reverend Ike would say. But my prayer starts with I am commanding and demanding this. I am commanding and demanding. No more begging. This is not the time to beg. Get in your prayers and beg for this and beg for that. No, the ancestors that are part of your energetic bloodline is supposed to work for you. Don't ever doubt that. Don't doubt it. If you come into belief, no. Pisces was belief. We're coming into the age of what we misnomer Aquarius, but in the Kemet, they call it happy. Be happy to claim and say, I am commanding and demanding this to happen in your life, and start working towards it. Once you take that one step towards your creative force within you, then those 10 steps start coming back at you. Now, 222, she says in her book, Anne-Marie Uber, Synchronicity of Number, moon magic. This is a magical number that opens portals to other dimensions or allows other entities to come through. So be very careful of how you're thinking in this portal. Let the positive, most profound, productive entities come through you. You may be noticing paranormal activities in your home and somewhere you frequent. You may need a clearing. It is also a sign that you are wide open intuitively as well. Energies are heightened and vibratory levels are raised, making it easier to see the other side or things we couldn't normally see. It's as if you have X-ray glasses. 222 also signals that this is a time to take care of yourself. It is a health number. We are in the 2000s. This is a health number. All even numbers are health numbers, including the number 9, because 9 is the number of completion that lets you know that if you didn't take care of your health up to the years of the 9 or the patterns and cycles of 9, it can knock you out or take you out. Simple as that. 222 also signals that this is a time to take care of yourself and make sure your needs are being met. Pay attention to the lunar cycles as they may be affecting you. She says that because the number 2 in numerology is connected to the moon. Yes, the number 2 is connected, and so is the number 7 is connected to the moon and Neptune. The number 7 energy, according to certain system of numerology, as they may be affecting you and others at times. Hormones may be raging when you start seeing that 222 energy, and we're constantly seeing this 222 because we're always seeing 2022. This year, So it says your psychic abilities are super alert. Big up to Brother Rich, who was talking about everybody is open right now. I don't care if you eating pork. I don't care if you drinking liquor. I don't care whatever, because everything that you're eating and drinking has a spirit to it. Whether it's high frequency or low frequency, everybody is opening up. It's how you use it is going to be very most important. So big up to Brother Rich all the time for saying that in one of his lives on YouTube. So psychic abilities are on super alert. A lot of sensory input is coming from this dimension and others. So hold on for the ride. Hold on for the ride, family. Hold on. This ain't no time to punk out. This ain't no time to take your life and all that bull crap. There's no time for that. You in your family and in your existence have something to do. Every one of us have, whether it's on a small level. Say something nice to someone. Because remember, the karma, the cause and effect that you put out to someone else, that cause and effect comes back to you. So say something nice during these portals, but say something nice in general. It's nice to be nice. It is nice. I mean, the word nice, we know it means stupid. It's nice. It's great to be good. It's great to be good. Strive to be at your goodest and highest. I know I said the word nice. Nice in etymology means stupid or foolish. I got it. All right. Y'all want to get technical. I understand. I mean, nobody put that up there, but it came to mind. So again, the cause 222 is very significant in this year with this whole Lion's Gate. Also, pay attention. Pay attention. A lot of sensitive and sensory input is coming strong to a lot of people. My dreams are cray. And sometimes it's not even meant for me to remember it. And here's the mantra for the 222. I find a center space of calm in every moment. I'll say that again. Here's the mantra that Anne-Marie Uber says in her book, Synchronicity of Numbers 22. When you see that 222, she says, the mantra of it is, I find a center space of calm in every moment. Why does she say she find a center space of calm in every moment? Because 222 adds up to the number 6, which is one of the middle numbers of balance. So that's where the center is of balance when you see that 222 energy. My family, I didn't mean to keep you on so long. From Doreen's books, Doreen Virtue's book about the 222. And when you start seeing the 222, and I'm going to read from the 888 what she says about 888, but 222, she says, trust that everything is working out exactly as it's supposed to, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. Have faith. And 88, she says, this is a very auspicious and favorable sign about your finances, your actions, your prayers, your visualization, your manifestation. Work have resulted in a large inflow of abundance. Open your arms and receive. On this portal, open your arms and receive. Be in reception of this energy. Pray, meditate, go in the sun, go do some deep breathing. I'm going to do some deep breathing outside after I finish, before I do my sessions at 11. Because from 11 all the way on, I got that. And then I'm doing an interview with High Heels tonight. I'll be on with High Heels tonight on Black Ink podcast tonight, dealing with the numbers with her also. So, and then family, this 88, remember what I just said. Open your arms and receive. This is what she says in her book, Angel Numbers 101, 88. This is a very auspicious and favorable sign about your finances, your actions, prayers, visualization, and manifestation work have resulted in a large inflow of abundance. Put that in your mind. Remember, it's all about circulating energy, not just putting out energy. If the energy and the people you're with is not reciprocal of that energy, then you need to leave those people that are just energy vampires. Leave them alone. And it could be your own children. Sometimes you got to put them at bay. Your own friend, your own family, people that you work with. You want abundant circulatory energy to come towards you in this portal day right now, and not the ones that train you and suck you. Get that book called Dodging Energy Vampires. Get that book called Dodging Energy Vampires by Christian Northrup. by Miss Northrup. White woman, I'm not getting paid for that. I just know good books, good reads, it helps you take you along the way. And open your arms to receive in this portal day. This portal day, mathematically. I'm not coming from an astrological perspective with serious on all that. Just be serious with what you're doing with the vibratory of these vibration of these numbers, frequencies, because every one of us is born under a frequency. Every one of us is born under our own individual secret frequency that interdependently works with the frequency of the universe. Where there might be high frequencies and low frequencies, but every Dr. Blair taught us that you can find your own frequency by just putting your hands over your ears and really attentively listen to your frequency and cut out all the clutter. That's a meditation that Dr. Blair used to do with us back in the day. Man, this is a good day on this moon day to take time for yourself. I'm glad you said that, Brother Dehenny. You should take time and really go and not Dehenny. It was above and beyond. You should take time for yourself. Call out and relax and really go into the sun or go into the water energy or whatever you need to go into and download whatever works for you. Do it. Whatever makes you better, do it. I don't care if you're Christian, Muslim, Hebrew, agnostic, atheist. It's energetic. This is a science. A lot of peer review stuff is if you put so much into it mentally, it will manifest. That's why they doing the madness in mass media to lower your frequency with this coming and that is resurgent and this. Don't let that bother you. And like Bob Marley said, don't let them fool you. Oh no. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. Family, again, thank you very much for spending some time. And last but not least, I forgot to do this. The word Lion Gate, those two words together adds up to 39 in the Pythagorean system, which is 12 and a 3. It means to expand and express yourself. Do not shut yourself off, because 12 in compound numerology says sacrificial lambs, being a sacrifice to other people's intrigues. And that can be done in this cycle too. During this Lions Gate, you're going to see a lot of sacrifice, but what are you sacrificing? Who is being sacrificed? Why is this sacrifice happening during this portal and in these Jason months? Because these Jason months, July, August, September, and October, November, these are the Jason months of sacrifice. So it's not coincidence that the Lion Gate portal is open, because they're going to try to use the portal also. So in the Pythagorean system, it represents the number 12, which is a 3, which deals with expansion and growth. And then in the Chaldean system, the double number is the 32 that it adds up to. And 32 is a very powerful number. It's a magical number. According to Kiro, he said this number has magical powers like the single digit 5 or compound number 14 and 23. It is usually associated with combination of people or nation. It is a fortunate number if the person it represents or the energy that it represents or the name that it represents holds to their own judgment and opinions. If not, his plans are likely, or her plans are likely, to become wrecked by the stubbornness and stupidity of others. It is a favorable number, that number 32, if it appears in connection with the future. And it adds up to the number 5 that says, be careful of being scattered and reckless in this day and time. 3 and 5 can be very reckless numbers if on the negative, but on its highest frequency, both 3 and 5 can either take you to your highest heights, because those are expansive numbers. It helps you to expand your brand, expand your mind, expand your thoughts. So many people that have a lot of 5s or 3 in their numbers, they love to write, they love to enjoy themselves, they love their freedom to do what they want to do, especially with that 5 energy. So Lion's Gate represents the 32 in Chaldea, which is a 5, and 39, which equals a 12, which is a 3 in the Pythagorean system. Both 3 and 5 are expansion numbers. Just pay attention. All right. On that note, family, I love you. I respect you. I honor you, because I love and respect and honor myself. And the more you love and respect and honor yourself, you can only interdependently honor and respect others around you, whether young or old. This has been a presentation by your brother, King Simon, the Numerovator, all day, every day. And if you do want to get my course, I do have an online course, but you have to text me. It is $333 for 8 hours, raw, uncut, PowerPoint, and chalkboard presentation. You text the word course to 347-496-1022, and you get to watch it at your own convenience, family. Get to watch it at your own convenience. And don't forget, get my books, all purchased on Amazon, Linktree /King Simon, the Numerovator. And remember, this year, this year marks the 10th anniversary. This month marks the 10th anniversary of this book. Numbers, no promotion is bad promotion. Go order the 10th year anniversary of this book. I released this book in August of 2012. It's now 10 years since this book been on market. It's on Amazon right now. This book right here, no promotion is bad promotion. All publicity is good publicity. Just spell my name right. A lot of people don't know Brother Polite is the one that first, and before he went to LA and whatever happened, that's between him and God. But Brother Polite was the first to actually manifest this book for me. He was the one that published this book first. And then I went to Dr. Africa and remixed it. And now Dr. Africa and his company, Charles Child's Publication, and his wife, Dr. Melanie, is the publishers of this book now. So when you support me, you support Dr. Laila Africa, the late, great Dr. Laila Africa, celebrating 10 years. So I want everybody to go get this book. This is my book. And I love that Dr. Africa believed in me so much. I miss him. I miss him so much. But he believed in me so much to even take 3 of my books and help me to publish it. Big up to Dr. Africa. Big up to you, family. This is your big brother. Remember, we'll be on my YouTube channel coming up Wednesday, August the 10th with Lloyd Strayhorn, Ellison Nedra, Empress Etoy, and Sister Kafunya. And don't forget, we will be in New York City. Those that want to come to the class and see us up close and personal, tickets are $44 in advance and $55 at the door. Myself, Lloyd Strayhorn, Etoy, Sister Kafunya, and of course, Ellison Nedra. My son is having something in Brooklyn, Prince Imagine, on September the 3rd. And don't forget, those that can make it out to Georgia to finally see Baba Ashra Kwesi for the first time since COVID and all that craziness. Baba Ashra Kwesi will be in Stone Mountain, Georgia with Brother Red Pill on Sunday, October 29th. Tickets are now $35 before October 8th. It'll be probably $40 at the door. All right. So if you want to get that early bird tickets, $25. It was from August until August the 1st. Now it's $35 until October the 8th, and more at the door. Okay. At 55380 Studios in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And vendors, if you're a vendor, I'm looking for only 1 or 2 food vendors. They can't hold too many food vendors, just 1 or 2 food, hopefully vegan or vegetarian. But we have a good amount of space for vendors right now, regular vendors with T-shirts, jewelry, whatever you got. You can contact me if you want to be vending at this Ashwa, and you'll be able to be right in the room watching Baba Kwesi dropping that knowledge. And we're going to do it like that, you know what I'm saying, and be able to watch all this too. And don't forget, we're coming to Florida for my 27th celebration in promotion and production. That's 27th celebration in promotion and production, December 3rd and 4th. Billy Carson scheduled to be there. Cleared his calendar for that day, for one of the days. He's going to be there one of the days. He's just declaring which day he's going to be. But Ellison Nedra, myself, Dina Divine, and Joshua Sarah will be in there. Billy might be there for both days, but he already claimed one day he might be able to be there. But if he can come for both days, we definitely going to do the remote viewing on the beach. We want to do the remote viewing on the beach so you can learn how to tap into the water energy and remotely view. And we're going to do that for an hour. Ellison is going to do some cleansing, water cleansing for everybody that comes. We're only dealing with limited around 70 to 77 people. We're trying to just deal with that, not trying to get a whole bunch of people out there. Joshua is the mathematician who will be helping us with some other breathing techniques and Tai Chi and Qigong and all that kind of stuff. That's what he's done. And of course, Dina Divine is the tarot advisor. She's going to come from a historical perspective with the tarot. And of course, Ellison Nedra is going to drop her spiritual Akashic records, meditation, and all that, and break it down from her perspective also. Okay, so family, this has been the numerovational meaning of the Lionsgate portal. From my perspective, what is seen from my perspective, but there's more out there. Take in everybody, study everybody, and take what you need for yourself and make it yours. But make sure whatever you take from people, whatever you get from people, give them respect and tell them where you got it from. And also use it for the benefit of your own self to be a better person in this realm. All right. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening, family. And let me close out with Dr. Delbert Blair's prayer. I always love to do this. I miss Dr. Blair too. Very good brother. Him and Dr. Africa are Aquarius, so and I'm Aquarius, so we there. You know what I'm saying? Those who want to support Dr. Blair and continue to support Dr. Blair, go to his website, the www.themetacenter2.com, www.themetacenter2.com. They're even showing you how to grow food with the diodes and with hydroponics, all that on this website. So Brother Tony is doing some great work, continuing the legacy of Dr. Blair. His books are on there also. All right, so everybody close out with me. IG, Facebook, YouTube. Ready? Take a deep breath. Thanks for Dr. Love for coming on last night. Big up to Dr. Love. He's a Qigong master. Big up to him. He broke it down nicely. Take another deep breath. Thank you for all of you that came on the live, wherever you may be, whenever you watch this. Thank you. Like Brother Rich did on the mountain of Stone Mountain. Thank you. And here goes the prayers. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. In a unified manner, I'm going to include the we and the ours and all that. Please, Universal Creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth and your love now. Thank you, Dr. Blair. Thank you, Dr. Blair. Again, go to his website, themetacenter2.com. That's themetacenter2.com. He blessed us and blistered us with this prayer over 25 years ago. Enough respect to him. Family, have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Thank you for watching KSP TV. Numbers are simple. Facebook Live, all my YouTube channel, all my Facebook and IG. Thank y'all very much, family, for showing me love. I love you again, and you can't do nothing about it because I love myself, and I ain't gonna do nothing about that either. Peace. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Brooklyn, New York, are you ready? August 27th, King Simon will be there. Etoy Hairston will be there. Alison Nedra will be there. Lloyd Strayhorn will be there with special guests. Sister Kafunya Ife will be there. All happening at Nicholas Brooklyn Mini Workshop. Text now, call now to be there. Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numerovator. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the Numerovator. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now. October night in Stone Mountain Village. Baba Ashra Kwesi and Brother Red Pill will be in the building. Text now. Cosmic Alignment Workshop in Florida. Text now. 347-496-1022 to be with us. Text now. That's right, the Cosmic Alignment Workshop. Billy Carson, Ellison Nedra, King Simon, Dina Divine, Joshua Sarah. Text now for information.